While the detectives from the 34th precinct were hard at surveying John Sanguinis, I was having a problem of my own. Rick Rolling decided it was a good idea to home deliver me to my parents' townhouse in the suburb of Queens. I declined his offer politely, but he didn't listen. You know, you'll be disappointed. It's a no-frills, boring suburb with nothing interesting to see. I warned Rolling while riding shotgun in the Ferrari. And the house is small.
Sounds very interesting.
He said nonchalantly.
As a resident of Fifth Avenue, visiting a little house in the suburbs is good for a change.
When we crossed into the neighborhood casually referred to as the Hood, my phone chirped. Hello? As soon as I took the call, Nana's chipper voice jumped into my left ear.
Guess what, Mandy, Mrs. Luciano just called me, and she says she saw a flashy Ferrari speeding through the town.
Oh, really? I responded. I didn't know what else to say.
Yup. Then again, her vision's not so clear due to cataracts and everything, so I'm pretty much skeptical.
She said.
By the way, where are you?
I'm close to home. We'll be there in say 3 minutes. I looked out the window. It should have been the same old view, but this time it felt like I had wandered into the twilight zone.
Good, don't be late. Today's dinner will be meatloaf, and it won't be good when it's cold. Look out for the Ferrari, and take a photo if you can, okay?
Nana said, and she hung up. Ciao, I said to the silent phone and turned to Rolling. Hey Rick, guess what? Mrs. Luciano has called everyone in the neighborhood about a flashy Ferrari. I guess the whole town's talking about you.
No problem.
He pushed on the gas. A minute later, we came to a skidding stop at the driveway of my parents' townhouse. Nana and Mom were outside, probably waiting for me. Nana was from my mother's side of the family, and she had been living with my parents since Granddad passed away 3 years ago. She resided in the room that used to be my younger sister Alicia's. Good thing she was happily married to a corporate lawyer in LA, otherwise I'd have to share my room with Nana. I loved her, but she snores like a locomotive. Anyway, I had yet to be accustomed to the hustle and bustle of living with my folks. I really needed space. When I crawled out of the Ferrari, trying my best not to puke, Rolling was already shaking hands with them. And before I had a chance to make an intervention, Rick Rolling was invited to dinner at my parents' place. In an attempt to scare my boss off, I warned him, you know what? They're not serving Kobe beef, not even grass-fed Angus beef. Are you sure you'd like to eat commoner food in the commoner neighborhood?
For your information, I'm a commoner just like you.
He responded matter-of-factly. Guess what? Nana's Italian and my mother's half Romanian and half Italian, and they'll ask you a lot of personal questions. Especially Nana. She's nosy. If there's anyone nosier than her, it's Mrs. Luciano, who lives in a house 3 blocks behind our lane.
What about your father?
He cocked his head to the side. He's polite but awkward. Guess what? He's British.
Then I see no problem.
He flashed his perfect set of pearly lights. And there I was sitting at the table set for 5, feeling as awkward and surreal as ever. Actually, surreal was a better word to describe my perception than the reality, which was impossible and unthinkable. Things were not going very conventionally. Usually you didn't get delivered to your parents and grandma in your boss's Ferrari, or eat 2 meals of the day with your boss. Then throw in the fact that your grandma was taking selfies in the driver's seat and on the rooftop of said Ferrari. Talk about wickedness. Indeed, everything was so out of the ordinary I was either in a bizarre daydream or out of my mind. While I busied myself with escapism, I caught Mom saying, would you like more mashed potatoes, Rick?
Yes please. Thank you, Mrs. Meyer.
Rolling smiled. Against my speculations, he was acting like a pleasant gentleman. I wondered why he couldn't behave himself during the job where he could be a man of honor.
What a lovely evening,
Nana said, grinning ear to ear.
We're so pleased to have you here, Rick. You should come more often.
It's like a parade of people celebrating the arrival of Rolling, my boss. All I can hear is, yay, while I'm like, oh great, just what I need here. Can someone else join me in my not happy club? My reputation will remain unscathed as long as Nana keeps Rolling on his toes with her probing questions. No one better breathe a word about me or else. So make sure to tune in for the next thrilling episode. Hopefully things go my way. Thank you for watching. See you later.